Hi, my name is Varun, and I'd like to take you through a reimagination of LA Unified School District's Grade 5 curriculum maps, which were previously represented in PDFs, a number of them. And this is a beautiful interactive way to explore the same curriculum. Let's start off by observing ways to navigate this interactive website. We can actually browse the curriculum by standards or through the instructional block sequence. Let's begin by the instructional sequence. As we can see, we don't have to go much further through this left menu. We have the entire sequence listed out or split by instructional blocks on this main page, whether it be for the CCSS textbook or the California textbook, both the Pearson's and Vision Math textbooks. Let's start off by clicking on one of the units in this plan in instructional block 1, which would be a multiplication. And as we can see here, it's split by the specific sub-units of this module of this unit. And if we click on one of them, we can actually see the Common Core state standards associated with it. Again, this is one of the units which is specific to the Envision Math California textbook, but if we actually look at another unit which is actually from another textbook, we see the exact same structure with the right Common Core state standards, the California version, associated with each of these. Let's now try to explore this sequence, these units and the curriculum through the standards. So if we click on by standards, it opens up into this menu where we have a split by domains and clusters based on the categorization of the state standards. If we look at a specific domain, we can find exactly what we'd expect to see in the PDF documents for the curriculum. There's essential questions and and language objectives and supports. We'll come back to that. There's key vocabulary. There's daily, weekly routines. There's literature connections, and there's differentiation. In essential questions, you can find again the language objective and supports, exactly how you would find in the PDF document. Key vocabulary has the words introduced in the unit. Daily and weekly routines again covers the weekly routines that might be used in the unit. Literature connections associated with the unit, this is all obvious. And in differentiation, we have resources associated for front-loading, enrichment, and intervention. And if we actually click on these resources, so say we're looking at this particular resource, it's actually a reference to a page in the textbook in the intervention system and diagnosis booklet F. It actually points it out to us that there's no digital version available. But whenever there's a digital version available, it actually shows it to us. Let's look at the clusters, because that's where things get interesting. We have the clusters, big ideas and essential understandings. And if we say, okay, this is a cluster on write and interpret numerical expressions, let's look at variables, expressions, and equations. We have the big idea and enduring understandings within this cluster. But then we have the specific standards associated with the cluster. And if we open the standards, we can actually see the breakdown on which content standards associated with it and which mathematical practice standards associated with it. And obviously has the entire descriptions of the standards for teachers to refer to. And it also has the resources associated with it. As we saw previously, there's actually previews for resources that are textbook references, but there are other kinds of resources associated with this. In the cases where there have been illustrative math or North Carolina Department of Public Instruction resources associated, we can see that when we click on it, it very beautifully loads right on the website. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to go on a separate website to look at the stuff. It's all in one place. If we open one of the PDF tasks, we see that it loads right here, one on target number. This is again by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. So it's really beautiful and fluid, and it's split by resources and formative assessments. That's about it. I just wanted to give you an overall preview of this product service, which is currently showing LA Unified School District's curriculum map for grade 5. This is open and accessible to everybody. One of the interesting things you'd see is that this entire experience was so smooth and just very easy to navigate, while this captures the information in hundreds of documents, hundreds of pages of PDF documents, several documents. This is also the environment where this stuff has been created and authored, but that's for another time. Thank you so much.